News channel. I'm Nana Aquarian. It's now time for the interview. And joining me today are two inspiring artists from the mouth and foot painting artists, Tom Yendell and also Bazza West, whose talents are featured in the groundbreaking photography series Shadows and Substance, the mouth and foot painting artists through the blind photographer's lens. I'm joined in the studio by my artists, Tom Yendell and also Bazza West. Thank you so much for joining me, the pair of you. Wow. So, first of all, I've got some cards that I will show everybody, but talk to me about your stories, because, you know, you're quite inspirational people. I'm going to start with you. Tom, talk to me about your condition and why you decided to work in sort of being an artist.
Well, Nana, I was born with no arms because my mother was prescribed the drug thalidomide back in the 1960s. So I've grown up using my mouth and my feet and my chin to do everything that you do with your hands. Yeah. So I've been painting and drawing. I started drawing and writing with my feet when I was a toddler, and I carried on until I was about 11 when I got too big to sit on the tables at school, and then I swapped to using my mouth. So I'm quite unusual in our association, in the Mouth and Foot Painting Association, in the fact that I paint with both my mouth and my feet. But I've been with the association since 1986, and the association's been going since 1957. And we're a group of artists all around the world that generate our income from painting.
Yeah, well, it's quite impressive, some of the actual pieces that they've painted. And if you're looking on the screen now, you can actually see Tom painting with his feet there, which is pretty impressive that you can do pretty much everything with your feet.
Well, I think our feet are really useful. You know, we're born with this thing called the postnatal grip, and if you give your finger to a baby, they will grip your finger with their toes. But by the time they're like 1 week old, they've got their knitted booties on, and by the year old, they've got Nike trainers on. And we don't really give our feet enough chance to use them. So I think they're you know, it's the monkey in us, really. We can grip things, or yeah, we should do more of it.
Well, you've got very good core muscles there to lift your legs up like that and do that.
Oh, I'm a ballet dancer as well.
I thought so. Now what we've got here, if you're watching now, Bazza West. Now, you talk to me about you know, what happened with you and why you're now painting using you're a mouth painter, aren't you?
I am, yes. I was injured back when I was 19. I swerved to miss a badger and hit a tree, so I broke my neck. So I've been injured 28 years. I've got no use of my arms and legs. So that's the reason why now I paint by mouth for the mouth and foot painting artists.
Not very tough to deal with that, especially...
Yeah, it was, yeah. Little did I know that I was going to have to live life with just the use of my head, you know, something you don't think's possible. So, yeah, mouth painting is something that's gave me a direction and a more creative outlook on life, to believe in myself, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and let's have a look at some of the things that have been painted here. So I know you're thinking, oh, what? Look at that. That's actually really impressive. Look at that. No,
that's on silk, so it's mine, yeah.
So who painted that?
That's mine, and it's a silk painting, so it's painted on fabric. So, and it really sparkles. In the light, it really sparkles. It's
beautiful, isn't it? And then, now, this one here, is that...
Yeah, that's one I finished this week. I've been painting in a gallery called Expression Through Freedom. Yeah, so that's where I've been painting this week, yeah.
That's really impressive. And
throughout the year, we paint all throughout the year, but this is a really busy time for us where people are getting ready to buy their Christmas cards and Christmas gifts, and so it's really exciting for us when customers start coming in and going to our website for mfpa.uk.
Yeah, fantastic.
And so, of course, all these images are for Christmas cards.
Yeah, yeah. So our main income is Christmas and in the spring. Since 1957, we've sent a pack of cards out, and the public very kindly purchase them, and then the money then goes back to the artists each month. We pay, you know, our artists around the world. And Barry's this year had his very first Christmas card printed. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
This is Barry's first Christmas card being printed.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I remember my first card that I got printed a long time ago, and from now he'll just go on and on and on, you know, and he'll get bigger and better, and yeah, it's
something that I never thought would be possible for me, because to be honest, there's not many jobs out there for people that can just move their head, you know. So I'm very lucky to be involved with the mouth and foot painting artists. So it's amazing when people want to support us and go on our website and buy our Christmas cards, calendars, gift wrap, jigsaw puzzles. And this is a time of year when people will be looking to think, where do I buy my Christmas cards?
Yeah.
So mfpa.uk is where they would want to go and support us and believe in us, and you've heard the story behind us, and support us as artists and focus on our ability and not our
Not a disability.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because a lot of people these days, we're not buying Christmas cards. People like to do the
No,
online thing.
totally, yeah.
Yeah, it is, and it's getting harder. You know, as a company, we're a business. You know, we're very proud of the fact that for nearly 70 years we've put self-help, not charity, on our mailing. And as you say, it's getting more expensive, but you can always take a card round to your next door neighbour. You don't have to put it in the post box, do you? And I think that's a really nice thing to be able to do. Yeah, we're losing, a lot of us are losing that connectivity with other people.
Yeah.
So once a year, handing a Christmas card to someone, a mouth and foot painting Christmas card, would be a really nice thing to do.
And do you work running the charity as well, or do you...
The business.
The business, yeah.
Yeah, so I sit on the international board. So we have 7 artists from around the world that manage the board. And yeah, it's an incredible organisation, you know. I mean, it's a lot of our artists, you know, earn a good living and have a really good life because of the Mouth and Foot Painting
And is it
Association.
just Christmas cards, or do you guys do...
No, we do a spring mailing, and we do birthday cards and, you know, wrapping paper and things like that in the spring as well.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it gives you a sense of purpose, but also a sense of achievement.
I mean, it's just like a job. It's like your job,
That's right.
you know.
Exactly.
It's, you know, we're all working, and a lot of our artists, you know, Barry, you know, is very prolific and paints nearly every day, you know, creating wonderful images, and yeah, having the public support at Christmas is really important to us.
Yeah. How many people are part of the organisation?
Well, we've got 720 artists around the world, and I think there's about 34 now in the UK. And they're all beavering away. You know, we're a bit like the fashion industry. You know, we do our Christmas cards in the summer, and they get chosen and get printed in the winter for Christmas.
Wow, it's very impressive, and the cards are fabulous. And I think this one here in particular, this one which is actually printed on silk. So have a look at that again, guys.
Yeah,
that is actually pretty good, isn't it? What are you going to do with that one? Is that something?
It's been printed as a card. Yeah.
And what about? Can we have any? We need to contribute though to have one. I think.
They have a card.
You sell any of these? I like this.
Yeah.
If people like our cards and they want to go onto our website, it's mfpa.uk. If they want to read a few more of our stories from our other artists throughout the UK and the world, it's mfpa.uk.
And we're on social media, Mouth and Foot Painting Artists UK. Yeah.
Well, listen, it's really good to talk to you both, and you just keep up the good work, because I think, you know, for this year I'm feeling quite Christmassy. Are you feeling quite Christmassy this year?
Absolutely, I'm always Christmassy.
Yeah, but this year I think, I don't know, it has a special sort of... It's a bit more Christmassy, probably because I have a boyfriend now, so I'm going to get...
Yes. Come on.
Excellent.
That's about time.
I think that might be a hint.
Yeah, that's it.
If you're watching, it's definitely a hint.
You know what you got to do.
So the other Christmases I've had nothing. It's been a bit of a 7-year drought. Well, listen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing these in. We'll encourage our viewers to, you know, get involved if they can.
Thank you.
If people are watching and you want to buy some Christmas cards this year, and you know, I think sometimes we're going a bit digital on stuff.
Totally.
You know, you can check out the website.
Yeah, no more emails, Christmas cards, definitely.
So it's
mfpa.uk.
and support.
Go and get your Christmas cards.
Yeah,
support us.
Support these brilliant.
Come on.
Brilliant people. All right, thank you so much. That's Tom Yendell and also Bazza West.
Thank you very much.